Hello, we are Team Robohaxx, and our project presentation is about the mountain lions. So, due to rapid urbanization, mountain lions' habitats and their food sources are being destroyed. So they're looking for new ways to find food. So they're looking for livestock and our pets. Whenever the mountain lion interacts with the pets or livestock, one of three things is going to happen. So either the mountain lion is going to kill the livestock and the livestock will be hurt or maybe even eaten, or the mountain lion itself might get shot by the human if the human's at home, or the human might be mauled by a mountain lion. So several states in the United States allow people to apply for deportation permits. So these permits allow farmers or any homeowner to shoot the mountain lion if it trespasses on their private property. So the number of mountain lion attacks and deaths have been growing rapidly over the past few years. So this is one of the few reasons that we've chosen this problem as our problem. Also because California is in mountain lion territory. So this first pie chart here shows the amount of domestic animals that are in the mountain lion stomach contents. So over 50% of the dead mountain lion stomach contents are domestic animals, and only 5% is their normal food source, which is the deer. The second chart shows the amount of deportation permits given by the state of California. So the red line shows the amount of lions, the lion deaths, and the blue line shows the deportation permits given from the state of California. Both of these lines are trending upwards. And this final chart shows the deaths of the mountain lion. So after Prop 117 passed in 1990, it prevented the sport hunting of mountain lions, but this to try to tone down the deaths of the mountain lions, but this didn't really help as the mountain lion deaths are still going up.
Okay, so our solution is a multi-level electronic system to deter mountain lions without harming them and overcome behavioral attenuation. So there's 3 levels when a mountain lion is first picked up by motion sensors. Cameras start recording, and the final footage of the recording is sent to the email inbox of the user. And the first level is activated, which is flashing lights that flash in random patterns. The second level is a sprinkler system, and the third level is ultrasonic sound. And a possible 4th level, we're still looking into the details of it, is a low voltage electric shock. So all these levels are separated by a maximum of 10 seconds, but this time interval can be configured by the user. And about the ultrasonic shock, it may harm the mountain lion, but it's more humane to have the mountain lion harmed or any of your livestock harmed than to be killed.
So our solution is innovative in that it addresses the problem of behavioral attenuation. So there are many products available which have attempted to deter mountain lions, but their effectiveness is reduced as they cannot overcome behavioral attenuation. So some examples of these products are Fladry guardian animals, constantly flashing lights, and electrical fences. The electrical fences are cost prohibitive and can also harm the mountain lions, and the constantly flashing lights are not effective as the mountain lion can get used to them over time. So our system has different levels of deterrence. The first level being constantly flashing lights, which are triggered by motion sensors, sprinklers, and ultrasonic sounds, and potentially the 4th and last level could be a low voltage shock.
So in order to develop our system, we first started at looking at existing options already out there on the market, such as predator lights, and we used this to build off of them and make our system improve it. So we used online resources and advice and questions from our expert, Mr. Mark Kenyon from the California Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, and our feedback we got back from regionals. We narrowed down the ideas that we came up with by asking our expert via email and researching whether they would benefit both the human and the mountain lion in the relationship. We verified our solutions by asking our experts, like verifying solutions like whether lights would be effective or using ultrasonic sound with our expert, Mr. Markin. Later over the summer, we plan to test our idea in rural communities to see if it works in a real-life situation. But for now, we have tested it on a 95-pound dog to see if the motion sensors trigger and it sends the email to the person's phone.
So, based on the average speed of a mountain lion and the sensitivity of our motion sensors, we have decided that the 3 to 4 cameras should be placed 3,250 feet away from the user's fence to give the user 1 minute of time until the mountain lion would reach the fence. For suburban areas, the intensity of light could be controlled and dimmed down, and the lights would also be angled downwards to prevent light pollution. The intensity of light, it would come with preset settings, so you couldn't make it too low that it wouldn't be effective against a mountain lion at all. And then the basic system, which would include an IR camera, motion sensors, lights, and relays to sprinklers and the Raspberry Pi 3B, would cost around $135. The other package, which would have the high-frequency sound emitter, which would cost $70. We want to emphasize that the high-frequency sound emitter is a last-ditch effect to prevent the mountain lion from being killed. It will be harmed, its hearing would be a little bit harmed, but it's better than having the mountain lion dead. So we're looking at other options, such as building a tool that would allow you to input the dimensions that you actually want to monitor, and it would give you recommended placements for your lights and your motion cameras. So it would also give a recommended amount of time for the time interval between levels. We're also for suburban areas, we're trying to work on an Internet of Things communication between devices. So if something did actually trigger it, it could be all of the deterrents, they would be set off around the neighborhood, and it would alert the users of the neighborhood through email. And one other possibility we are just considering is maybe a bitmap image. So what we would have is we have a loaded image already, and if whatever the motion camera detected, it would take a picture of that, and it would compare it to our regular image, and if they match as a mountain lion, it would send an email directly out to the users, or maybe a notification if we can get that one.